Okay. And then last one here to wrap it up is like finding an estate planning attorney. And in my industry, it's kind of a racket because the finance industry loves credentials and a lot of them, it's just I don't know. I'll leave it there, but there's a lot of letters and how do you
A
know
lot
you're
of
getting-
acronyms, yeah.
what's that?
A lot of acronyms, yeah.
Yes, right. And for people, it can be a daunting task to be like, how do I find somebody? Okay, they're working with me, Jason. Do I trust Jason? Does Jason really know? Is there a better? Is this, and like you said, there's good and bad in every field. I don't know if you have any insights for like how you can kind of sort through the attorneys out there to find somebody. I know word of mouth is obviously the best,
Yeah.
right? Because you have a friend or family. That's always the best route to go.
Yeah, for like most things, right? Someone else has gone through it, so they can vouch for the experience, their experience.
Hmm.
Estate planning is unique though, in the sense that, yeah, that person knew what was good for this nuclear family. You don't have a nuclear family. Do they know how to handle that?
Right.
Word of mouth is a really good, obviously, we're saying that's a good way to go. Everyone's doing Google searches, looking on Yelp, looking at
Sure.
reviews. Not all attorneys are everywhere on all those sort of things. But I also am a big believer in shopping around. I don't think that
Hmm.
I'm not offended when a client comes in and says, I just want to be clear. I'm kind of just here to get a feel for this, hear about your fees, hear about your process, kind of get to know you, see if I feel comfortable. I have 3 other meetings lined up, or you're the fourth person I'm meeting with and I'm deciding. I'm not offended by that. I don't know that other attorneys would be, because it's reasonable. It's a lot of money you're going to be sending. It's a
Sure.
lot of personal information you're going to be sharing. It's a lot of financial information you're going to be sharing. You need it to be somebody that you feel comfortable with. Experience aside, accolades aside, do you feel comfortable with this person who also may end up be the person helping your kids navigate this, right? Or your successors navigate this. So shop around, get word of mouth, get referrals. It's a good point too. There's realtors that know estate planning attorneys. There's financial advisors that know estate planning attorneys. There's accountants that know estate planning attorneys, because we all, work together and bump into each other in our work. And so if you've got good experiences, the word of mouth can be through those types of referrals, not necessarily just the client referrals, right? Someone
Hmm.
who's worked as a client, but someone who's worked as not a colleague, but having to deal with a real estate transaction, or helping someone file taxes for someone who passed away and they had a great experience with the person's estate planning attorney. So there's a lot of different sources in the word of mouth referrals, but shopping around, I think, is underestimated in
Hmm.
this field, because it's daunting to set up a meeting with an attorney sometimes. I don't know that many attorneys who charge just to talk to you the first time. Some do,
Hmm.
and so, maybe that's up to people whether that's something they want to do. But again, it's all an investment and making sure that you get the right fit at the end of the day. Because there's clients who walk in, I know we're not going to be a good fit for a variety of reasons, and so I know it's going to be in the reverse the same way. Some
Hmm.
people walk in and it's just, I'm not going to be their vibe, so.
Right.
The opinions and statements presented on this show are for general information only and are not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations. Never make any investment or financial decisions based on information offered on this show without first consulting your financial, legal, or tax advisor. All economic and performance information mentioned on the show is historical in nature and is not indicative of any future results. All indices mentioned on this show are unmanaged and cannot be invested in directly. All information is believed to be from reliable sources. However, we make no representation as to its completeness or accuracy. Lastly, all opinions expressed by Jason Cutitta and any guests on the show are solely their own opinions and do not reflect the opinions of or are endorsed by ToBA Financial. For Jason Cutitta, investment advisory services are offered through ToBA Financial LLC, a registered investment advisor offering advisory services in the state of Hawaii and in other jurisdictions where exempt from registration.